Hello guys, thank you for tuning in to KNITTOONS, not Nicktoons, where we actually depict our favorite cartoon characters as knitted stuff. We can do cartoons from TV, video games that have cartoons, but not exactly video games based on Nicktoons, because that would be pointless. Now, looking over our materials for today, since it is the month of June and my cousin's having a baby, we're going to be making some baby booties. Now, which cartoon character do you think we're going to depict today? No, not Elsa. If you guessed the maternal pearl from the acclaimed Cartoon Network show Steven Universe, you'll be right. So, let's get started. Okay guys, the first step to any big project to capture the likeness of Pearl is the design process. Right here I have the 3 different sides we'll probably see of our booty. The side, the back, and the front. So, for this design we're going to be using her debut one, the one with the nice little tutu. Not really the second one, because personally I'm kind of the first one fan. Now we also have to make this actually safe for children to wear, so do not add too many frills or small choking hazards. I also chose Pearl for this because June is the month of Pearl as a birthstone, and my cousin is having a baby girl this year. In fact, she's going to be probably her 4th child after a long line of boys. And it's also the same month that my grandma's birthday is. In fact, it's the day before my grandma's birthday. Last year I made her some pearl colored slippers as well. So what we're going to do, for this we will probably use a yarn needle to make a nice little star. And I know my stars aren't going to be accurate on this, but just work with me, everybody. Now for our materials, we are going to need, besides the skin of the yarn before, we're going to need sewing needles, size 7 or 8 knitting needles, and a pair of scissors. Now, to be fair, if you don't know what these things are, just go to Michael's and ask the lady at the front desk. She'll tell you right where they are. Okay, so now for the first part of our actual pattern, we're going to be casting on 38 stitches. Next, after we cast on our stitches, we're going to knit 10 rows. And well, I'll just get to you guys after I'm done. Bye! Well, after we finished our 13 rows, I didn't say 10. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, a new light, and a new shirt. So what we're going to do, we are going to knit 16 stitches. Isn't it nice? So much blue. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of blue. Next, what we're going to do is knit our entire row, but on this one, we are going to be adding a little bit of white. Now cut off a bit of white yarn to use on our other side, since I can't use both ends of the white yarn at the same time. That would be a mess. I'm just gonna knit the white yarn that you cut off into the place where we have our last stitch. Now we are going to knit 10 although now we're going to knit 2 stitches in white. And then we switch back to our blue. We're going to purl down to the last 10 stitches. So we're purling to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to purl to here. So we are going to purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stitches. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to knit 14, knit 2 together, and then knit for the rest of the row. For our white, we are going to multiply by 2, so we're knitting 4 stitches in white. And the rest of the 10 in blue. Now we're going to knit the rest. Make sure to leave 2 at the end for the white. By now you'll be noticing that the yarn that you've knitted is starting kind of bend in the middle, but that's good. That's good because that's what we're going to use to make our shoe. I mean a booty. Booty. I get so confused sometimes. Oops. Now we're going to knit across, but now we're doing 8 stitches for white. Next, what we're going to do is knit 2 together on the sides. Then we're going to start a ribbing pattern, which is knit 1, purl 1. We're going to do this all the way down. And then we're going to repeat for about, now we're almost done with our pattern. You can see the ribbing up here. Very nice, very soft and bumpy. You can see kind of the decline that our knit 2 together actually did. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to do about 2 more rows in the light blue yarn. As we mentioned before, we're going to do our last 2 rows in in the pearl blue. And you can see that we have pretty much almost finished up with our second row. We're doing it knit 1, purl 1, and don't worry guys, it's almost over. Now that we have our 2 rows done, what we're going to now is bind off by first knitting our first stitch, knitting the second stitch, taking the yarn, slipping it over the stitch, the first stitch that you just did, and now we repeat. Take the second stitch, knit it, take the first stitch, and knit over. Okay, now that we have all 3 main parts, our 2 triangles, which you'll need to, if you need to know how to make them, they'll be in an accompanying video soon, and the main part of our booty. First, we're going to make our star. We're going to need our needle and thread for this. So we're going to take 1 star, take the little point at the bottom, bend it, and put it behind our other accompanying star. Make sure you cannot see the point under the bottom. Since Pearl has a 5-point star on her uniform, we are going to take our yarn, which has a nice big knot, and sew it in from the back. Making sure that the other part of the stars, both stars line up and are straight. Originally this was going to be a 6-point star, but it just didn't look as accurate as it needed to be. We are going to use blue yarn in celebration of Pearl, and just for the month of June. You don't really need a lot of stitches for this part, just maybe like 1 or 2, but to try and make sure that you get it straight. Now we bind it off in the back. And 1, 2, 3, we have 1, 2, 3, we have our star. Next, we're going to do our main project. We're going to take our little baby, make sure it's on the wrong side, the one with all the errors. Now that we've cut away all the yarn, we're going to fold it over, making sure the ends line up, and we're going to sew it all together. Make sure you don't mess it up and make it mismatched or really weird, because then the baby's feet has to go inside it. And here's our finished project, our beautiful baby booties, inspired by the lovely Pearl. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to say that I'm glad people are interested enough to tune into this episode, and I hope I see many more of these on the internet. Now, if you want to support me, or at least show me you want more videos, please subscribe, and you'll be able to lend your voice to see which video you'd like to see next. Well, which one I'm going to make. I was thinking about tackling the Bodacious Twilight Sparkle. Gotcha. But vote in the comments. Which would you rather see? A star butterfly theme, or Twilight Sparkle, or hey, even Johnny Bravo. The choice is up to you. Thanks for watching, and please, if you want to, you can really buy a pair of these booties from maybe my Etsy page, which link is in the description, or support me on Patreon. You can see if these videos get even larger as time goes on. Thanks, and have a nice day.